I don't want to be like ableist or whatever, but like I don't know what she's doing. Is she like, is that a tick or? You have ticks too? Like what? Saying that's ableist is ableist, bro? I'm pretty sure that's Robin Williams. Now I want to know what this... You do this all the time? You just never noticed? Oh my god, stop. That's so fucked up. Why would you say some shit like that? That teeth sucking thing you do? It's not a tick. I just have fucking shit. That shit you do with your tongue? Yeah, it's me like self-cleaning, dude. Like a cat. Like I'm doing it right now. Like this. Nail biting? That's true. I don't know if it's a tick or not, but... But I would never be like, you're being ableist for someone being like, don't bite your nails. What else? You rub your hands together and crack your knuckles when making a point for the first time? Damn, dude. Chat is like hyper aware, dude. They are... Chat is hyper aware of everything I do. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of weird. You actually don't do anything weird like this? I mean, none of the things that you're talking about, none of the things that you're talking about are the same as like whatever the fuck she's doing with her face. So no, a tick is involuntary. I mean, everything I'm doing, I do it on purpose. Like I'm hyper aware of the things that I'm doing. Sometimes you stop and stare at the camera for 60 seconds. Yeah, what I do that because I have ADHD. Okay. Hey, you playing that furry game today? Yeah, later. You always say I talk about this a lot on here. Okay, now you guys are just saying shit that I do. Like, that's not... You have a tick where you drop a 60-second ad break every hour? Yeah, I do. And that's the time for it. Okay, there you go. I can't even get you guys when you're all like, gear up, get the tomatoes ready. Okay, so yeah, it's a fucking ad break. Okay, yeah. Yeah, release. Release! You do this thing where you're a great streamer? Aw, thank you. It's an actual competition now. I hate that. Top of the hour, every hour. I have an involuntary tick to describe to you that there's a 60-second ad break. And if you'd like to no longer see those ads, you want to support the stream, you can subscribe for $5, or you can do it for free with a Twitch Prime. Or you can use a ad block or a VPN. Here's the ad break now.
I take it he would pick you up in his car, you go in her, your car, things of that nature, when you guys would go out?
Well, yeah, I mean...
Do you remember what he drove?
Well, I know at one time he drove either a 240 or 260Z.
Sorry, I wanted to see her...
I I don't know how long he drove that 240 or 260Z for. And the only reason I say that is because I think I may have a picture of it with him in it.
What kind of car did you have back then?
Let's see, what year?
Or are you like one of those young cops that's like, oh, I got a paycheck and bought a new car?
Oh, no. I've only had like a few cars in my whole life.
So what'd you have when you came on the job?
Okay, well, my first car was a 68 Chevelle.
Well, like I said, as we were looking at the case, and we had read the notes as far as from Sherry's friend saying you guys had problems or words, and they got heated. And the reason we're asking you is they had mentioned that an incident at her work had occurred, and they've also told us that an incident at her house occurred.
You know what?
And this is at her house during the period of time that they're married.
That's just not sounding familiar at all. I mean, you know what? That's just not sound. Again, if someone says that I was at her house and I had an incident with her, that just doesn't sound. Was John there? Did John say this happened? And other people were there. I don't recall. I mean, it just doesn't sound, familiar.
And this is an incident where you showed up. You weren't supposed to show up, and things got heated.
At his house?
Yeah.
That just doesn't sound familiar. I mean,
Nothing.
No. It's not sounding familiar.
So
not at all.
Now you're saying not familiar because it's just something you remember, or it's just.
You know what? I'd have to say I don't remember, because I don't remember. That doesn't sound familiar.
I mean, would you remember something like that in your life?
Well, I would think, but
some sort of drama involving, the other woman type of thing.
Sure. Did you ever fight with her?
You mean like we fought?
Yeah. Did you ever duke it out with her?
No, I don't think so. I mean,
you'd remember that.
I don't think so. What the fuck, dude? You don't remember a fucking fight that you may or may not have had? Like, oh, it's over, dude. It is so over, dude. That is the GG no re, baby. Let's go.
That, right? That would be pretty.
Yeah, I would think so.
Pretty specific.
Yeah, like I said, I mean,
traumatic.
obviously, it just doesn't sound familiar. I mean, what are they saying? So I fought with her. So now I'm getting the jump, the leap.
Do you remember every fight from 20 years ago? A fight with a person who then ended up dying 20 years ago. A fight with a person who, even if we don't assume that she fucking murdered this person, if we're talking about a fight that she had with a dude that she was in contact with, then yes, I would expect her to remember the fight, especially because she literally remembers so many other details, and also has been routinely lying and slowly unwinding about all of the other details that she actually does later on admit to.
Excuse me, I haven't eaten. They're saying, okay, I fought with her, so I must have killed her.
This is known in psychology as reductio ad absurdum, or appeal to extremes. It's a form of argument that attempts to disprove a statement by showing that it leads to an absurd or impractical conclusion.
I mean, come on. I mean, that's...
I mean, or what we call a self-report. That's what we call it. A fucking self-report. I mean, she literally just said it. She said, lock her up. This is the 5th time I'm saying that she should be handcuffed. Slap the cuffs on her.
I don't even know who these people are. I can't even say I met any of these people. I mean, it's insane.
Would it be something you would remember? I mean, because I don't know if any other intense incidents in your life that have occurred, I mean, you'd recall those, right? I mean,
well,
like a use of force at work or car crash, something you're involved in, you'd be like, yeah, I remember.
You would think I would remember. I mean, I would think if it was something that crazy. I mean, I can't say, you say, how many fights have you gotten into, in your life? you know, I mean, a few at work.
Well, fights at work are kind of
you know,
different because we've all had uses of force or whatever. But
well,
I mean,
haven't even had even a lot of those. I mean,
right, but
you know,
if you're actually, you know,
I mean, I played
like if Dan and I got mad at each other and we threw blows in the squad room, I mean, 20 years later, I would remember it. I mean,
I would think I would remember it, but
unique.
that's what I'm saying. That's not sounding familiar to me at all.
I'm looking at the notes, and these people are kind of, I mean, they're pointing the finger at you.
Well,
And
I mean, that's not ringing a bell to me. So, you know, I don't know. You know, it's.
I mean, she is a cop. Technically, she could be whooping ass all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, she could constantly be getting in the fucking fights and shit, you know?
I don't know what to tell you. I mean, that just sounds crazy to me.
yeah, so you offhand, you don't recall ever going into her house and having words and physically, you know,
No,
attacking
I mean,
her attacking you.
no,
Nothing like that.
no. I mean, that's no,
Nothing.
no, no, not at all.
Okay. Well, on some of the, on this case, you know, this occurred in '86, right? Detectives processed the scene, things of that nature. They did fingerprints and all that stuff. You know, well, you know the standard stuff. I mean, you've been doing this longer than I have.
Well, I don't know about that. I got 26 years on,
Yeah.
going on 26.
19, so. But, you know, as they processed everything, they did the best they could at that time, and they looked at a lot of people and different things in this case. And you're right.
I mean, if you guys are claiming that I'm a suspect, then, you know, I got a problem with, you know, with that.
Okay.
Okay, so, you know, if you're doing this as an interrogation, you're saying, hey, I'm a suspect. Well, now I got a problem with, you know, now you're accusing me of this.
Oh, you do have a problem, yes. 1 hour and 5 minutes, boys. It took her an hour and 5 minutes of literally spilling the motherfucking tea, dude. God damn, dude. It is like... Did they ever find a single stolen piece of art in the state of California during her fucking tenure as an art detective? Because, god damn, there is no shot. Like, there is 0% chance that this person found a single fucking piece of stolen art, recovered it. Doesn't seem very bright. Checks out that she's a cop. There's no such thing as an art detective? No, what do you mean there's no such thing as an art detective? She was a detective who worked on stolen art. Like, what the fuck? What are you talking about? Thanks, Mom. Ooh. Great, thank you. Thank you, Mom. Got my mom to make the chicken this time. Well, I mean, it's the chicken that I prepared and stuff, but I've been getting her to at least cook it up. So appreciate Mom. But also at the same time, you know, appreciate that I'm I don't want to even walk away from this.
Is that what you're saying?
We're trying to figure out what happened, Stephanie.
Well, I'm just saying. You know, do I need to get a lawyer if you're accusing me of this? You know,
you don't have to. I mean, you know, you're
I'm
here of your own free will. I mean,
no. I know, but
I mean, you know, you're not under arrest. You can walk out.
You can leave whenever you like.
Well, you know, I'm trying to give you some background of, you know, how I knew him, and now you're telling me that somebody's saying that we had this.
Bro, she mad that she got, dude.
This big old fight, and I don't even know what you're talking about. You know, and I don't want to, you know, get in trouble for something that I didn't even do, or you're saying I did something.
Okay.
Yeah, we understand.
I mean, how would you guys like it if the tables were turned on you?
I understand. No.
No, that's what we're telling you. I mean, you're free to go whenever you want. If this makes you uncomfortable and you want to,
well, now you're starting to make me uncomfortable.
The thing is, I mean, detectives did what they could at that time on the crime scene. Okay, and the burglary thing you're talking about, that is an angle that they looked at. I go, but now we're looking at everything else on the case. Because nobody was ever arrested on the case.
I don't know that or not.
Okay.
I don't know that or not.
Now, what we'd like to do is, obviously you know about all the DNA stuff and things of the nature that, you know, gets done on cases nowadays. You know, if we asked you for a DNA swab, would you be willing to give us one?
Maybe.
Oh, what the fuck do you mean? It's over.
Because now,
Yeah, because
now I'm thinking I probably need to talk to a lawyer.
Okay.
I mean,
Oh.
because I know how this stuff works, okay? Don't get me wrong, you're right, I have been doing this a long time.
Yeah.
And I wish I had been recording this because now it sounds like, you know, there's, you know, you're telling these people saying I'm fighting with her, and now it sounds like you're trying to, you know, I've been doing this.
Okay. Now I understand why they actually filmed this, and it doesn't matter because it's negligible. You can't use this in court. I don't think you can use any of this in court. But it doesn't even matter because they have enough, even without the testimony. Oh, they did? Wait, what the fuck? You can use that in court? I thought they said in the beginning that you can't use it in court. Because it's in the interrogation room and there's like a surveillance camera in there? Or there's an assumption that there should be a surveillance camera in there? That's fucked up. That's actually fucked up. Damn, her fucking lawyers were dog shit, dude. Anyway, the point I was gonna make is it doesn't even matter because DNA is what inevitably got her, I think. And also, the reason why this is a cold case that they like resurfaced because there was like new technology available to just like go through with the DNA. And also, when they have her DNA, there's enough evidence to request her DNA because there's enough evidence to request her DNA because like she's what do you call it? She like already had other testimony from like other witnesses and shit about her relationship. Like there's a motive there.
It's a long time.
Yeah.
We know.
Okay? And now it almost sounds like you're trying to pin something on me.
No,
now
but-
I got that sense.
I'm not running an ad. I already ran an ad.
These cases, and you know it as well as I do. Our job is to identify and eliminate
I
suspects.
can't believe this.
So if we ask you to the point to give us a DNA sample, a buccal swab, so we can identify or eliminate you, would you be willing to do that?
Maybe. Because I know this.
Well, that's where we're at too. I mean, because right now, from looking at the evidence, it's, you know, it's possible we may have some DNA at the location.
That's great.
And we're going to do what we can to try to put this thing together. And your name's in the book. These people are pointing at you for whatever reason.
I don't know why.
And-
That's just crazy. I mean, that's absolutely crazy.
And it would be irresponsible on our part not to look at it.
I know. You guys have to do your job, and I guess I'm gonna have to contact somebody. So,
That's fair.
I mean, because I know how this stuff works. I
Sure.
mean, I just can't believe it.
That's.
I
I mean,
guess-
we understand that. I mean, if
I know how this stuff works. I just can't believe I got fucking duped despite knowing how this stuff works.
we were in your position, I mean, we would feel the same way.
I just can't even believe it. I mean, it's just. I mean, I'm shocked. I'm really shocked that somebody would be saying that I did this. I mean, we had a fight, and so I went and killed her. I mean, come on.
Well,
That's.
okay.
All right.
Well, thanks for giving me the courtesy. I wish I recorded that.
Thanks for your time.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, Steph.
Damn, she even thanked him for it. Little does she know, dude.
Take care.
All right.
This is absolutely crazy.
Have a seat, Stephanie.
This is
What?
insane.
Okay.
Why is she back?
Give me 1 second.
Oh my God, they arrested her out of the door.
Okay. Stephanie, you know you have the right to remain silent. Do you understand?
Oh, this is okay. Oh. Oh my God, this video was the best, dude. I literally thought that they would, like, I don't know, gather some more evidence or something before they, like, called her back in. Yo, that's fucking crazy. They said you're free to go. Psych. What the fuck? Yeah, you can leave whenever you want. Just kidding. You're arrested. Have fun.
Anything you say may be used against you in court. Do you understand?
Yes.
You have the right to the presence of an attorney before and during any questioning. Do you understand?
Yes.
If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be appointed for you free of charge before any questioning if you want. Do you understand?
Yes.
Do you want to talk to us right now?
No.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
This
then.
is crazy.
Okay.
This is I'm like in shock. I'm totally in shock.
We are back on the record in People versus Lazarus. Shortly before noon, the jury announced they have a verdict. We will take the verdict at this time.
People of the State of California versus Stephanie Eileen Lazarus. Case number BA 357423. We, the jury, in the above entitled action, find the defendant, Stephanie Eileen Lazarus, guilty of the crime of murder of Sherry Rasmussen in violation of Penal Code Section 187A, a felony, as charged in count one of the information.
I mean, automatic guilty when your name is Lazarus, by the way. I'm just saying, like, her family kind of fucked her with that one. Like, if your name is motherfuckers get the last name Lazarus and then don't do murder, that's weirder than the other way around. You know what I mean? That's just like you have a villain name. Yes, my name is Hassan Mephisto. Like, yeah, I'm gonna fucking do a murder. Like, I am fucking sorry. That's just, I have a murderer name.
We further find the murder was of the first degree.
Your Honor, I'm John Rutten. Thank you for the opportunity to speak during this hearing. There are really no words that can describe the loss of Sherry and the whole of the...
You guys are so stupid. Every time I fucking say anything, you're like, oh, FBI. Hassan, Monka W, you said you would do a murder?
This experience, so it makes no sense to talk very long. It suffices to say that the Rasmussen family, my family, and Stephanie's family have been thrust into a bizarre world of disbelief and indescribable sadness. Sherry Rasmussen had a profound impact on so many people. And I was proud that she agreed to be my wife. It was impossible not to notice Sherry when she entered a room.
Wait, is this guy kind of guilty too? Or like, wait, didn't he fucking have sex with her after this?
To me, her physical presence was startling. I can clearly remember the first moment I laid eyes on her. Sherry Rasmussen was a physical presence, and my heart still races when I look at pictures of her. But Sherry was extraordinary, more for who she was than the way she looked.
Oh my God, that's so much worse. Wait, he cheated on his wife with her. She fucking murdered his wife. He didn't know this entire time, and then literally went back to dating her. Her wife's murderer. That's crazy, dude. Is that what happened? Like, after this fucking psycho murdered her, his wife, she fucking dated him. I wonder if he actually didn't know. It seems kind of...
She was a hard worker.
You never fear fucked someone, question marks the chatter. That's called rape, chatter. It's called having sex under, you know, the threat of violence. Just letting you know. That's not a thing. Fear fuck is not a thing. It's called rape.
A consummate professional, a leader, a diplomat, forgiving, tough, and a kid at heart. Cherry's loss, the way she died, and the trial 25 years after her death has had a profound impact on many, many others. The effects are broad and span a generation, creating pain for those whose lives should have never been touched by this tragic event. Again, words are feeble tools for describing these impacts, but there are so many moments and so very many tears. And the fact that Sherry's death occurred because she met and married me brings me to my knees.
Stephanie Lazarus was sentenced to 27 years to life for the murder of Sherry Rasmussen. She is currently being held inside the maximum security unit of the Central California Women's Facility.
Any other cars that stand out in your mind?
Ah! Jail. Oh! Fuck this. This is the interrogation of Colonel Russell Williams. I don't know if there's TOS on this one. And I also don't know what happened there on that one. God, this channel's so fucking good, dude. Is there blood? I don't want to watch their... Okay, so I don't want to watch their unlisted videos. Because they're unlisted for a reason, right? I don't know if their unlisted videos are unlisted because they're like paywalled or something like that. If it's a paywalled paid Patreon vid, like, I'm not going to watch it. I think that is... Michael Dunn is safe and good. Yeah, if it's a... If they have unlisted videos, I don't want to watch that, because even if I myself became a patron, I think it's still not good. You feel me? They don't do Patreon anymore. It's Gucci. Wait, really? I should reach out to them and ask them if they're fine with me watching it then. I want to see more like psychos though. Like I feel like Prince Andrew, come on, it's safe. Michael Dreshka, one is going to be fun for you. The Perp is a wannabe cop. Lee Rodarte sounds like an insane name. Like it sounds like a RP name. John Copenhaver? No, I don't want to watch. There's John Copenhaver. There's like Prince Andrew one is great. No gore. Yeah, but it's like fucking literally paywalled. Copenhaver. Michael Dunn is a racist who looks at himself like a hero. Michael Dreshka is a chud who kills an innocent black man. Dude, there's so many fucking good videos on this channel. It's wild. Like they do not miss. They literally just swing and do not miss. I have not watched a video yet where I'm like, that's like the longest one was like Jodi Arias, and it was like kind of fucking, it was a little too long. Stephen McDaniel or Michael Deshka? A lot of people are saying Michael Deshka, Michael Dreshka. So we're going to start with Michael Dreshka.
The definition of justifiable homicide is a killing without evil or criminal intent. It's a type of defense used in criminal law, where the homicide of another is excused by reason of the offending party being under imminent threat of death or serious bodily injury. A homicide in this instance is considered blameless, yet the ability to prove or refute this defense will often boil down to some of the most precise technicalities that would most often be considered insignificant under different circumstances. At around 3:30 p.m. on July 19, 2018, 29-year-old Brittany Jacobs drove to the Circle A food store located in Clearwater, Florida. In the passenger seat was her 28-year-old boyfriend, Marquise McLaughlin, while in the back seat were their 3 children who were all under the age of 6 at the time. When they got to the store, Brittany parked the vehicle in the store's only handicapped parking space located on the side of the building. Marquise then got out and went into the store with their 5-year-old son to buy drinks and snacks. Roughly 90 seconds later, while Brittany was still inside the vehicle, 47-year-old Michael Draka pulled up in his Toyota and illegally parked alongside her. He got out of his truck and started circling the young mother's car, looking for a disabled parking placard. An altercation ensued after 20 seconds, with witnesses inside the store reporting they heard a loud and aggressive argument between a male and a female. Marquise exited the store 75 seconds after the start of the confrontation, approached Draka, and forcibly pushed him to the ground. Exactly 2.5 seconds after that, while still on the ground, Draka pulled out a .40 caliber Glock pistol and fired a single round at Marquise, who then ran back into the store and collapsed in front of his...
Guys, I know that the CCTV footage is there, okay? I already scanned it. I know it's blurry, and I know that they don't show anything, but I'm still going to fucking hide it. So shut the fuck up, one way or the other. Half the chat is freaking the fuck out saying, like, the CCTV footage is there, ree! The other half of the chat is like, it doesn't matter, Maya watched it already! It doesn't matter! Shut up! Okay? Calm the fuck down. Okay? Why I get this pissed? Because, like, everyone's losing their fucking minds.
Son.
In the chat.
Paramedics arrived within 19 minutes and rushed him to the Morton Plant Hospital. He was pronounced dead at 4:04 p.m. CCTV footage captured the entire incident.
I'm gonna watch it right now to see if it's like unacceptable to show on stream. Oh my god, they have the entire thing. That's crazy. Why hide it if another streamer watched it? Because sometimes Twitch is inconsistent. I've seen this before. I've like literally seen this. Yeah, I've seen this. I've seen this footage before.
Following the shooting, Draka reportedly put the gun in his SUV as he waited for law enforcement to arrive. He cooperated with deputies at the scene as he was placed in handcuffs and then transported to the North District.
At least link the video so we can just watch it, man. Come on. Dude, you are such a fucking psycho, dude. Take a week off, okay? Like, why are you so horny to watch a fucking dude lose their life, dude? Why? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Also, this is, like, easily watchable on YouTube. If you want to fucking see the murder, you can fucking watch it on your own! You sick fuck! Oof, lame! Can't believe you're not showing me the fucking murder, dog! At least give me the fucking link, dog! Okay.
Station for further questioning by detectives.
Are they yours?
No, they're Eric's. He's been cooperative with me though.
See.
Yes.
Thank you, Daniel
Yeah,
Matt, for the time codes.
Hey, we're gonna take them off. You're gonna be cool?
Oh gosh, yeah.
Okay. I don't know you. I don't know nothing about what's going on.
I know. You have my absolute
Okay.
word, sir.
Okay.
Detective?
Yes.
You have my word, detective.
Hang on. Thank you. Welcome. Anything else right now? All right. The same type. We'll do this as quick as we can. Okay. Yes, sir. See, you're holding your arm. Is it hurt or something?
Yeah, it's starting. Everything's starting to get sore. Where it hit me from behind and where I landed. That's all. Everything's.
Is anything broken?
No.
Torn?
No.
Okay. All right.
Scraped up.
Okay.
If this guy's a cop lover, oh my fucking lord, dude. It is going to be fucking... Woo, he is going to suck them off super hard. He murdered a black dude.
Hey, Michael,
It's
how you
fucking
doing?
Florida.
I'm Detective Upton.
Left hand, please.
Left hand, okay. Sorry to have to meet you under these stressful circumstances a little bit,
Myself as well.
but yeah. Hey, I'm not the. This is Detective Shields. I'm
How
sorry.
you doing? Nice to meet you, sir.
I'm not the case agent in this. I'm a detective in the same unit.
Listen.
The case.
Usually, detectives will be nice to the murderer because they want to, you know, get him in a calm state, lure him in with a false sense of security. That is so that he will reveal why he murdered someone. You know, get a fucking get a confession out of him. Here, there is no reason to build reputation with the guy. It's literally on camera. So why are they fucking shaking his hand and being like, man, I love you. I love your work. You did a great job out there.
Case agent and the assistant case agent, if that makes any sense to you, are going to come speak to you in just a few moments, okay? Of course, before any of us speak to you and try to go into any kind of details about anything or anything like that, I'd like to read you your rights. Are you familiar with your rights, Miranda rights? Okay. Okay. The reason we wanted to do that first, you know, of course, we don't want to talk to you about anything. And again, the case agents are going to come in here in just a few moments. It's my understanding that your vehicle was still.
It's not a problem.
It's at the store.
Right by my house, so.
Okay.
That's fine.
Okay. We have it all cordoned off. It's safe and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I'm not worried about that parking lot, really.
Okay.
I never have. That's my store. I go in there every day.
You guys just live right around the corner?
Right around the corner.
Okay. Would you be willing to give us consent to go inside your vehicle and just for documentation purposes and that kind of thing?
Shit, yeah, go ahead.
Okay?
Yeah.
And we'll be with you momentarily, okay?
Yeah, no problem.
It's going to be two other guys, not quite as handsome as me, but they'll be in here in just a minute, okay?
Don't let them hear that.
Hey, partner.
Watch out.
Hey, my name's George Moffett. This
How you
is
doing?
Richie Raymond. Chapman. You've been sitting here for a while. You need to use the restroom or anything?
Yes, please.
Okay. You got enough water and everything?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you.
Mhm.
I need to get rid of it.
Yeah. Just to reiterate, man, my name's
Dude, literally all bald, all thumbs. Holy shit.
George Moffett. All right, we're just here at the Pinellas County Sheriff's Office North District Station. Today's date's July 19th, 2018. We just want to talk to you, reference today's shooting. Just go through your...
I covered this story. I'm like remembering it now. Pretty sure I covered this story at TYT.
Your kind of day, like right before you get to the store.
Oh, just coming back, going home, stopping at the store first, and then right around the corner to home.
Where do you live at, sir?
1116 Charles Street, Clearwater.
Are you employed, sir?
No, sir, retired.
Okay. Good for you, man.
Well, it never lasts.
I wish I was
Yeah,
retired.
it never lasts. I got to retire for about 13 years.
You mind if I call you Michael?
Yeah,
Is that okay?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay, and you can call me George. So just walk through, you leave your house and you drive up to the store?
No, I was coming back from the Wawa down on Missouri and Rosary to get some cash and headed home, stop by the store to home.
Okay. So you get to the store, tell me, kind of walk me through what happens.
I park my car and that's my store. I'm there every day.
This is the second time he has said this. It could be argued that he's already trying to give his version of events some form of reinforced vindication before he even states them. By it being his store and him being there every day, he is designating himself as some form of protector or guardian, thus characterizing his actions as pure and his logic behind them of pure intent.
Plain and simple. And
Does that remind you of anyone? I mean, Kyle Rittenhouse had never even been to that fucking car dealership, but you know, this is it's not a white store. It's owned by some fucking Muslim dude, okay? It's owned by a man by the name of Abdallah Ali Salus for 20 years. You think it was his store? Or you think it was Ali's store, motherfucker? No, he's a white guy, so he's just protecting property, brother. I see a black man. I see a black man in my favorite business. By the way, this is like in Florida. Also usage of the castle doctrine. Also fucking after the George Zimmerman Trayvon Martin case. And I'm gonna fucking... I don't want to spoil it. Okay, let's just keep going.
Every day there's...
It's gonna piss you off. If they show all of the details, it's gonna piss you the fuck off.
Somebody pulled in a handicap spot there, just waiting on somebody.
Motherfucker be like,
I have a pet peeve about
he's like, I bought Black and Milds there. It's my store now.
Sure, I said, do you mind, moving? There's a spot next to her, and there's spots out front. I said, do you mind moving and waiting on somebody? And
So there's plenty more spots.
there's plenty more spots, yes. And she took that as an affront that I would speak to her that way. Started getting a little, yelling, and then of course.
So you walk up to her car?
Actually, I was walking around it.
Oh, okay.
Okay, because I parked here, she was here.
Okay.
Okay, so I just checked for placards, plain and simple. And she inquired about what was going on.
Okay.
And that's when I told her, about the handicap spots.
What did you tell her?
I said, it's not very polite to park here when there's other people who need to use this. She says, is it affecting you directly? I said, if my mother-in-law rolls in, yes, it will be. So, there's nothing, there was none of that between us at all.
Okay.
No, nothing. It was just heated words, that's all.
Okay.
How I was
Bro, it is so hard to hear him. God.
speaking to her, I guess.
Okay.
She said, what do I have to do to get my man? I said, well, what's going to...
Dog, he literally illegally parked. And then also did a murder. So there is seriously just something fundamentally wrong with the conservative Floridian's mind, okay? Where you murder someone because of an altercation caused by, in your mind, an illegal parking job, as you are even more illegally parked than the other car at a store that you think you own because you've been there a couple times.
Happened then, and a little more arguing back and forth, and I never saw what hit me from.
She was the driver of the car?
She was in the car. She was the
Okay.
only person in the car.
All right.
That I know of.
You didn't see anybody else on the car?
Tinted windows, almost dark,
Okay.
couldn't see through.
All right. So you guys are talking?
Yeah, exactly. She's out of the car by this time.
Okay.
Standing next to it, that's all.
Okay.
And I got hit from the left side and thrown straight backwards in line with her car.
Okay.
So if you saw the two white ladder lines next to the thing, that's where I was standing. Okay, so I went almost straight back after I got hit.
What do you mean hit?
I was standing like this talking to her.
Okay.
I was hit from right here. The shoulder was pulled in front of me, and then I was...
Oh, okay.
And then
All
I
right.
hit the ground.
Okay.
Okay, I'm pretty sure...
We'll get somebody to take pictures of all
Yeah,
this.
I'm not worried about that too much, but I'm pretty sure I landed my wrist under my gun, actually. That's how I landed, because that's hurting like a son of a bitch now.
So you landed on the pavement?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I was on the ground.
So
that time, I had to put hand down to get hand out from underneath. As I come out, I start drawing my weapon. As I start leveling off my weapon, he makes his next step towards me, and 21-foot rule.
The so-called 21-foot rule stems from what is known...
You're not a cop, you fucking piece of shit. And fuck cops as well, by the way, for the record. 21-foot rule. What a fucking LARPer motherfucker, dude. I swear to God. Like, that's not operating procedure. That's just like, oh my fucking God, dude. This dude is like the physical embodiment, the manifestation of like, you're talking to a future Marine. Because he's in JROTC.
Known as the Tuller Drill, a self-defense training exercise to prepare against a short-range knife or melee attack when armed only with a holstered handgun. The idea is that by the time an individual determines a deadly threat, draws their firearm, and fires, the attacker will have already closed up to 21 feet in distance. This reinforces the idea that one should have their handgun drawn, and ready to engage at a target if they're within that distance. Yet what Draca left out is that this training exercise puts a strong emphasis on the fact that the attacker must have a weapon in their hands. That is the key component if one is to use this rule as a justification to immediately engage with deadly force.
I'm on the ground already.
Right. Okay.
It happened so fast, and that was that.
Did he say anything to you?
Negative. Not a word.
Okay. Did you say anything to him?
No.
Like back up? Or?
No.
It could be assumed that the suspect's frantic response was because he felt threatened by the question. Put yourself in his position, but assume that you knew, without question, that you were in the right, and there was no other option than to fire upon the attacker. When posed a completely logical question such as this, you would take a moment to grasp and incorporate its principle. This is because you would have no need to be in a defensive state of mind, you would feel no threat, and it's human nature to be inquisitive and curious about matters related to our own decision-making. It's how we grow as people. Yet if we are in a defensive state of mind, this natural curiosity would be overlooked, as our focus would be projected outward toward the perceptions of others, rather than inward toward our own. In this instance, it could be argued that Draca's immediate response, void of any contemplation whatsoever, is him trying to insinuate that he felt so threatened by the attacker that even the thought of giving any sort of a warning is an illogical concept. It's a variant of the emotional response known as appeal to extremes.
Okay. So you draw your weapon. Talk to me about that. From
Well, the way I was able to draw it, I couldn't level it with one hand, so I had to eventually try and bring my left around for support.
Okay.
And he made his step towards me, and that was that.
How many steps did he make towards you?
Just one step.
Okay. And then that was that. Talk to me about that. What do you do from there?
I made sure there's no other threat around him because it spun him a little bit, and he ran into the store. Immediate threat gone. I did have her as a potential.
No, I mean beforehand, before you fired the gun.
Ask me the question.
Before you fired the gun.
Yes.
Once you pull the gun out.
Yes.
Okay. You said he stepped towards you.
Yeah.
Because I don't
one more step. Right. He made one more step towards me.
And then what do you do?
I didn't say a word. Gun was already out.
Okay. What do you do?
Fire.
This is the point where you kind of have to see the footage. We're at 12:51. Remind me. Because like, you have to see the fucking footage. Because it's not true. He's yelling at the lady. Illegally parked car. Yelling at the lady. He pushes him like, what the fuck are you doing to my wife? He fucking falls down. Skip the footage just to end up back here. He pushed him though? Wait. I'm sorry. I didn't realize that like it was okay to just fucking harass someone's wife, dude. Unban that guy you banned for a week. You showing us the footage now? That's why you wanted to see it to confirm what he says. You got triggered? Oh, dude. Wait, you want me to unban that guy? That's crazy, man. What are these like? What are these demands, dude? Motherfuckers think that like, oh, I have words that I can use in the chat, which means like, you know, I own you as a person. Like you are my content slave. So, you know, do as I please. Didn't you ban the guy because he demanded the link? I banned the guy because he was like, oh, just show us the murder. Just show us the murder. What the fuck? At least give us the fucking link. When you can very clearly figure out what this public video looks like from the title. Anyway. I saw him power trip Piker. I mean, okay, you can get some too. This is not a power trip. Sometimes you got to clean it up a little bit, you know. You guys are new, so you don't know. But there's a reason why this community is so fucking awesome. It's because, unlike other content creators, I constantly have a back and forth with my chat. So sometimes I'll just snip a little bit. So if you appreciate chat being on the side the entire time and being able to fucking have a conversation, then recognize that, you know, that's the reason why I have to, every now and then, snipe some stupid shit. For the record, the snipping is currently happening. No, it's all because these motherfuckers lick your boots and won't go against you. I mean, if I literally banned every single person that was against me, I would not have a community, because everyone, including like long-term fans, will routinely go against me all the time. So, you know, it's simply not true. I do ban people that, yeah, Mango JPEG, I'm still here, living proof. This is a good example. Or people just have differing opinions. Yeah, no, it's fine. It fucking annoys me when, you know, people are being annoying, but. So, anyway, so he pushed him. He pulls his gun out on the ground. There is no walking. He walks back. He scales back. He's still not shot him at this point. Like, he's like literally walking back. I just wanted to make sure that that was... He is walking back at this point. Wait, what's the frame? Is it the comma to show you like... Yeah, here. I'm gonna show you frame by fucking frame, dude. Look. Why isn't it working? What the fuck? Here. He's literally stepping back. Literally stepping back. Just wanted to... I wanted to show you this. I wanted to show you this because I wanted you to see that he is straight up fucking lying, okay? Stepping back, literally takes a foot, like takes a step in the other direction, and then he shoots him. $12:51 was where I was, right? Thank you, chatters.
Yeah. Because one more step, right? He made one more step towards me,
and then what do you do?
I didn't say a word. Gun was already out.
Okay, what do you do?
Fire my weapon.
How many times do you fire the weapon?
One time, sir.
Okay, so you fire the weapon and then basically just scan.
I ended up standing up, made sure all the threats were clear, reholstered my weapon.
Okay. All right. So he didn't come back at you again or anything like that?
Not after he left.
Where did he go?
Into the store.
Okay. Did you strike him?
No.
No, I mean with a gun.
No, I don't know.
Okay.
I assume so, yes, because there was an ambulance there.
Okay. So you don't know if you hit him?
I know nothing, but I would assume so.
Okay. All right. So what do you do? Talk me from there after you reholster your weapon.
After I reholster my weapon, everything's clear. Somebody's screaming about hurt kids. Somebody's screaming about hurt kids.
Aren't you able to use a firearm after being assaulted, though? Just a question. I think the guy shouldn't have shot. It depends. If it's reasonable and proportionate, then you can defend yourself with a weapon. But if there's an altercation where the dude literally thought that he was defending, his wife, then no. You can't do that. Like, you can't fucking shoot someone because you got pushed. If your life is actually being threatened, if the dude actually had a fucking knife and was lunging at you and you shot them, then you have a more reasonable defense than invoking the castle doctrine because, like, your feelings were hurt because you got pushed by the husband of the woman you were harassing. Also, on top of that, when he was on the ground, it's not like the dude was charging him. The dude was walking away and he got shot in the side. So you can't fucking do that at all. Like, that is like the most unacceptable thing.
Somebody thought they were in the car.
You cannot instigate a confrontation and then use lethal force to defend yourself in my state as a concealed carry weapon permit holder.
Everybody's inside, you know, see if you can get her to unlock the car.
Mm-hmm.
And that was it. All I remember is screaming about kids.
Okay. What do you do from after you hear somebody talking about our kids and stuff?
Everything's all, well, I asked one person to go, you know, see if she could unlock her car from the inside, and then I just had
You can do it in Florida, though.
to extricate myself from the situation completely and just back to my vehicle and wait for you. So I took my firearm out, unloaded it, locked it, left it in the car. And
What do you mean you locked it back?
Yes.
Okay.
Unloaded it, locked it back, waited for you.
Okay. Did you unload a bag or anything like that? Or?
No, God,
okay.
no. Just
All
the
right.
one that was in the pipe.
We're gonna kind of slow it down a little bit and kind of, because I'm gonna be asking specific questions about the incident. And again, just like you just be truthful with me. Just because we got to kind of dot our I's and cross our T's, exactly what happened. I know you kind of went through it a little fast or whatever, so we're going to just go back a little bit. Is that okay?
Saying defending your wife makes aggression more reasonable is super patriarchal and sexist. I'm a pad tryhard. The words I have for you are significantly worse than what that person did to the other person where he murdered them. I hope you have a horrible life every single day for the rest of your life. You already do have a horrible life. For you to be able to come in here and like make a joke like this implies that you already have the worst life ever. Like, you are literally the biggest scumbag. Like, you're a pathetic vermin. Like, you're like a worm. And you thought you could come in here and say wormy shit like this, right? And I wish that it gets even worse than your current pathetic fucking existence, where every single moment is already painful for you because you know everyone around you hates you. That was really good. That was really good. Oh, it was so sexist. I hope you fucking feel how much of a garbage person you are. Okay? Not a fucking funny joke, you dumb fuck. Anyway, it's top of the hour. I don't even want to do a fucking segue right now, okay? It's top of the hour every hour. It's a 60-second ad break. What did the guy say? He was joking about like this murder where he was just making a joke like it's incredibly patriarchal and sexist to justify aggression. To justify the aggression of I don't even know what it was. I just don't want to even fucking... That other guy got clapped. Get fucked, idiot chatter. Oh, yeah. I quickly murdered another idiot in the chat who was like, oh, you're power tripping again. Now, of all the 10 bands, only one was a sub. Why do you keep the chat open, the non-subs? I will not fucking sub only this chat. Are you crazy? You went off like that because of a joke? Here, I'm going to go off on you because of that question too. There you go. This is what I'm talking about. This is good. This is good. This is a learning process for a lot of you new friends here, okay? Yes, if I'm talking about like the fucking murder of an innocent black dude in the state of Florida for defending his wife, and someone turns around and like tries to justify it immediately after I showed you the fucking traumatic footage of an innocent person being murdered right in front of our eyes. If your immediate goal is to just like, I don't know, make a fucking joke that literally justifies this white supremacist action, I don't want you in this community. Or at least you can stay in the community, but you can also exercise your right to shut the fuck up until you beg for mercy a couple months down the line, as many members do